Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Auburn's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season, in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Their performance in SEC play last year was for... Well, they love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, but not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all off season. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Howard. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Give to the big fullback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes this whole crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. Finds some room. Slippery slide into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds a tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage and make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And the Aggies have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Fullback's got it. Ernie on the Jets. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He might want another play. To throw, it's Reed. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold up.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of half the distance to the goal penalty. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all of college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
And Jordan Hare was rocking. Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt in the SEC.
There he goes! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snagged in the middle. It's Craver.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They'll keep it on the ground. across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Carroll. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Reed. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Moss. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carroll. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Craven. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the red zone, looking for a man. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that with good job to avoid the loss.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Reed. Got his man quickly. The ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it on the counter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 17 to Utah. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Handoff to the fullback. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quickly to the tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Works the middle of the field. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for you.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will give him the lead.
And you big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Pulls it in. It's Howard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And some room to work. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Pulls and fired complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops the throw. Here's a heat. Runs through the tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Moss. Lots of running room. Up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Give to the fullback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the big fullback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? This is 1995. We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll run the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Singleton. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry. Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to...
He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the tag. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. first and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Oh, they're after him. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the fullback, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
That's caught. It's Carroll. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down after the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on first down from the 30. The give to the fullback. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Reed. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.